Hi. So we're going to get started in like 8 minutes, 7 minutes. So go on ahead and get your snacks, get your drinks. If you're not watching this live, check the description box so that you can see when the actual recap starts. Otherwise, just sit back and relax. We have a season finale to talk about, so there's a lot going on. Hello, Lindsay J. Hello, Dedria. Hi, welcome to the room. Oh, I have a song. Remember, I forgot about my song. I haven't sung it in weeks because, like, who am I? Okay, here it is. Is it 6 p.m.? Almost. It's 6 p.m. in the evening. We're here to talk 90 Day. So stop on by and have a kiki. Drama of the other way. Set the time and set the date. 5 after 6 on Sundays. Catch me live or hashtag replay game. Either way, you've made my day. Aspasia. Oh my God, you guys. We have someone that we have not seen in this room in at least a month. Tiana is in the room, everybody. Hello, Tiana. How are you, girl? You guys remember Asteroidia Black? Y'all remember her? We ain't seen you in a minute. I mean, I seen her in person. You know, we met, we connected in the land of Las Vegas. But yeah. Don't worry, girl. If you got to drop out, I completely understand. But thank you for joining. Danny. Hi, Danny. Hi, Connie. Hi, Aspasia. Nice to see you, Tiana. Oh, and Tiana, I don't know if you knew, I'm in Quebec right now. So I'm on the northeast of the Northern American continent. And I have to say that this Walmart brand natural spring water is gross. I bought 2, whatever, not gallons. 4 liters. I bought 2 4 liters of this to drink for my teas in the morning and just, for life. And it is disappointing. I bought 2 liters of them and they lasted me almost 3.5 weeks because that's how not good it is. But the water up in Quebec City in the cabin out of the tap was fresh. It was so delicious. Aspasia, what part of Canada are you in? Did you tell me this? Are you in Manitoba? Or are you in Calgary? Am I making all this up? Hi, Beastmaster. So I'm going to be alternating between wine and water. Just drink from the tap. No, I tried the tap water here, and it's worse than the water. So it's weird. After I got back today from Laval, which is in the mountains, and it had just snowed, so the water was like real crisp and fresh out of the tap. I came down and I was like, oh, let me try the water out of the tap in the hotel, and no, it tastes like tap water. Oh, Esposia, you're in NoCal. Didn't know that. Did not know that. Yes, I'm in Canada. All right, letting more people come into the room. Oh, gotta be me. I do recaps. At the end of the title says hashtag recap. So no, I'm not going to be showing it. Hi, Yazelle. Hi, Adriana. I refuse to try the poutine. You listen, we all take in calories in different ways. I choose for my calories to not be given to me via poutine. Yeah, bonsoir. Yes, I'm still in. I told you guys I was going to be here for a long time. Did I not tell you? I'm still here. I'm still here. I leave on Wednesday though. Thank God. Thank God. But then I immediately fly to New Mexico 6 days later. So next Sunday, I'll be at home, I think. But then that Monday, I fly to New Mexico. So I'm going somewhere again, guys. I mean, as long as I don't have COVID, I'm going somewhere again. Okay, let's see. Today's the 28th. Yes, right on the 6th. So I'll be here next Sunday. I'll be home next Sunday, but I will not be home next Monday. Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to my recap of 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 3, Episode 14. You guys, it's been 14 weeks. The name of this episode is called Love is Love. Okay, this is the episode where everyone who can and was gearing up to get married, they get married. And next week, we get a tell-all. Thank you so much to those you guys who are watching it live. Thank you to those who are watching it on hashtag Replay Gang. Going ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know that you're here, and going ahead, if you guys are watching this live, go ahead and join the conversation either in the live chat, or if you want to come on camera and fussle, because I know how you girls like to tussle, then you can just email me at justcallmewa@gmail.com and I will let you in the room. Otherwise, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share on any social media platform that you deem fit. And let's get started with this episode. I took 88 pictures on my phone while watching this show. And none of them will transfer over to my computer so that I can show you. So I spent time taking photos. You know how annoying it is to pause a scene, take a photo, write a note, unpause a scene, rewind a scene, take another picture because you missed the moment. It's annoying. And then to find out that 88 of these photos just aren't going to make it, it is just massively disappointing. It's massively disappointing and upsetting. Can you see this? This is Sumit. Apparently Sumit works out, okay? Jenny and I have talked since Jenny and I haven't talked since I told Jenny that I stopped the papers for the wedding. And so I'm anxious to talk to Jenny. So he goes into the room to talk to her. And, Jenny is wearing her American clothes, okay? Jenny said, listen, I'm sick of this. I am wearing my American peasant top and jeans, okay? I have done all the things that I can do for you and this family, and you won't marry me? Jeans, okay? Jeans. Westerner, I'm wearing jeans. And then he says, it was really shocking to me that you didn't take my side when I told you that I was deathly scared of marriage. I really felt like in that moment you should have supported me, but then I thought about it. And I said to myself, I'm scared of marriage, but I'm more scared of losing you, Jenny, okay? I will marry you because I don't want you to lose hope. I want to keep experiencing this love. I'm ready. So there's that. So then they go on ahead and they call the lawyer via video chat, and the lawyer just boop, 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 okay, put in your marriage license. And they're very happy after that. I mean, just as happy as two weirdos can be. Hi, Christy Nix. Welcome. Hi, Anna. Hi, Ramsjam. Ramsjam is still awake. Hi, Doris. Hi, Summer of Dragonfly. I'm not going to Mexico. I'm going to New Mexico, which is a state in the US. Okay, now that I've said my hellos. So they're seemingly really happy about it, okay? And then, oh, I forget. It skips back and forth. The next picture was Steven, and I'm like, I'm not ready to move on to Steven yet. I'm not ready. Okay. So then Sumit in the next confessional, let me find it, gets a bouffant. And I said, you know what? I talk mess about Sumit's hair all the time, and I'm not even mad at it. I'm not mad at this bouffant at all. Is there something I'm missing? Oh, yeah. This is the bouffant. Look at that hair. Look at that Elvis Presley hair. I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. It's better than that like permed, like My Chemical Romance, my Indian Chemical Romance look that he had going on for a second there. Okay, so then the next segment that I have with them is that Jenny is getting ready to go and meet with her friend Dipali. And she's actually looking really pretty, got her hair curled, and that's because she's going to get the Mindy done for her wedding. And Sumit is, look at his hair in this one. He's a little nervous. This is I'm a little nervous hair, okay? With a little part in the middle and a little swoop, okay? Because they're going against what the astrologer is saying. Because here's the tea hunty, okay? Jenny put in for her recent visa renewal and they said, no, I'm sorry, you got to go home. It's too many re-ups, okay? Pandemic is almost over. It's safe. You get on a plane, you go back home. And so they had to not listen to the astrologer and go through with the 30-day marriage process like they were initially going to do, which is outside of the Hindi temple and the way that the astrologer told them not to go. So the astrologer said, no Hindi temple, get your marriage through the state. Okay, get your marriage through the country. Don't invite anybody. Don't have any big fanfare. Just go and get married like a thief in the night. Okay, like Jesus coming to swipe our souls to heaven. And then they couldn't, because the fastest way of getting her visa or going through the marriage, whatever visa process, is for her to get married in temple. So they had to get married in temple. And Sumit is nervioso. Okay, he is very nervous about the fact that they're going against the astrologer, and he is telling Jenny that he has bought a cow. He's bought a calf so that he can give to the temple, so that he can get more blessings. He's trying to pull every trick out of the bag to get the blessings necessary in order to combat the fact that they are getting married in a different manner than the astrologer had suggested. But anyways, so then we meet Dipali again, okay? Dipali is like, I'm gonna show Jenny a good time, okay? She's not an Indian bride. It's not a typical situation, but I'm gonna do what's right for my friend. So she gets Jenny all hooked up with lots of beautiful flowers for her head. And usually this event has a lot of people there, a lot of women to support the bride, but it's just Dipali and Jenny. So they've got the men to come and do the Mindy. There's a little bit of a like, I'm thinking like she said curds, which like reminded me of curds and whey, which made me go, is this like porridge and like some kind of dairy product? So, and then like looks like there's some turmeric in there to help with hyperpigmentation. And then they just like put it slightly on her face. And I was like, oh no, I need it all over my face. Like I need a mask of this yellow magicalness. Okay, they put it on her feet, they put it on her hands, and I said, no, I need it all. Okay, I want the recipe, I want to make it at home, I want it now, I want it on my face, I want it bottled, I want it sent to the US. Okay, and so Jenny is saying that she told Dipali that they're not going to tell Sumit's parents because Sumit's parents are just going to ruin it, even though they gave the blessing, even though they said it was cool. They're just going to ruin it. Hi, Lucy, welcome. We're not going to tell Sumit's family because they're going to ruin it. They gave us their blessing, and I want to have a nice time. I want to be happy. And I said, Jenny, I support you on that. That only makes the most sense. You want to be happy, and I want you to be happy. So don't tell them. because they will try to stop it. They will try to mess it up. And DePauli's like, no, I'm not with this. You should tell them. And I said to myself, why? Why? What? Listen, the ancestors are already mad. Okay. The community is already pissed off. They've already been shunned. There is literally nothing that the parents can do to right this wrong that Sumit has already created. But in their mind, there seems to be still some things that they feel like they can do to stop it. And I said, because of that hope, because of the hope, is her name Padma? That's not her name. Because of the hope that Sumit's mother has that the stars will align and sabotage their wedding, there is no reason for them to know about it. They're still rooting for negativity. And I 100% understand Jenny. And I think that Deepali's giving her wrong information. I think Deepali really doesn't understand. She hasn't met Sumit's mother. Okay, Sumit's mother, even though she doesn't want it, she will actually curse that wedding if she knows that it's going to happen. She will pray for the wedding not to happen. And we don't need that bad juju. So Deepali says, I'm doing this for Jenny, even though I'm not invited. It's weird. It's weird. And then we see them in their wedding outfits. And let me tell you, Jenny is worried about looking like an old bride. And I was like, ma'am, there is really nothing that these people can do. Like, I don't know what she thought she was going to look like, but she looked like I thought she was going to look, which is great, but also her age. So she asks these people, these makeup artists who do their work in India, if they've done many Indian brides. And then she realizes that was a silly thing to say. And she was like, oh yeah, obviously we're in India. Of course, you probably only done Indian brides. Like there's no other brides that you would do because most people here are Indian. But then so nervous the next day, they end up calling the astrologer to tell the astrologer the situation with the visa and how they had to get it done in the Hindi way. And the astrologer says, you see how the stars are aligned and changing? You see, that is a sign. But go on ahead and do it. It's fine. Go ahead and do it. Take 2 pills and call me in the morning. Okay, we'll figure it out. I'm like, and we still believe in this astrology? Feels like it blows whichever way the wind blows. Obviously, he was clearly wrong about the fact that they shouldn't get married in the way that they did because stars changed it. So he doesn't obviously know what he's talking about. Hey guys, if you would like to donate a tip, if you would like to give to the baby fund, please see your options down below. Those of you guys who are not in the US and wish to give, just go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, watch the commercials fully. Watch the commercials fully. Share on any social media platform that you deem fit if you cannot tip. And that's how you want to support me. Watch every single commercial. Okay. So this is them talking to the astrologer. They get great news and they're super happy about it. And then Sumit goes and he gets dressed, you guys. Look how handsome Sumit looks. Look at him. He looks like a prince. Look at Jenny. She looks like a princesa. Look at Jenny. Look at her. She looks so pretty. And she's really satisfied with the way she looks. I'm satisfied with the way she looks. Look at Sumit's reaction to the way she looks. I mean, and I didn't even get the first reaction. The first reaction was, and then he covered his mouth. And I said, you know what? These two love each other. And look at her reaction to him. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Okay. So then they end up going to the temple. They get into their car, which is all decked out for them as they are a new couple about to get married. So they get to the temple and they do the traditional things that they need to do at the temple. They take off their shoes and they have matching face masks, which I thought was really cute, to their pink outfits. And then they have to feed the priests in order to get another blessing. I feel like the astrologers and the priests in India, like they have got a racket going, okay? Because I mean, as much as I know that religious people take care of their like priests and their clergy, they take care of those folks, you know what I'm saying? But this is like on a whole other level. Like the way that these priests and these like officials got the Indian people wrapped up into thinking that they need to like give a gift for a blessing is a little intense for me. It's a little intense. It feels like, do people really, like, if Sumit really didn't give a cow, would they really not bless him? I don't know. I don't know. Because if they could you imagine them saying that like you're in church? They're like, okay, saints, we're passing around the collection plate. You know, if you want a blessing, you'd add $5. We like the kind that jingles, but we love the kind that folds. I mean, they do say that. But then they're like, oh, you're not gonna be blessed. No blessings for you if you don't give. If you don't tithe this week, you're gonna have a bad week. I will not pray for you. Nothing extra for you. Go with God. Whatever happens, happens. Deuces. Like that's a little bit what it feels like. But anyways, Jenny's happy to do whatever. There's a little bit of roti. There's some rice grilled. Looks like there's some buttered chicken, and I'm here for it. I want all the chana that I could get. Obviously, no beef. Hindu. And so then they go out and they sit across from the priest who welcomes them and says, you know what? Love is love, marriage is marriage. If you two love each other, go with the gods. And he saw the age difference, but it didn't pay him never mind. And then we've got Sumit here with his bouffant, and Jenny here super happy about it. Loved it. It was great. Okay. And I mean, that's really it. The only thing we end up finding is that he still hasn't told his parents, and that, eventually he will someday, but they look great. They're so happy. I wish only the best for them. Okay. Now, the next couple that we are going to talk about are these two fools. I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to do this whole picture thing. It's pretty taxing for me to get real close, just sliding my phone back and forth. But I feel like I got to show you this because there's actual proof in the world that Benny works. I mean, I've never been so excited, even though he looks good at it, he's got the muscles going and stuff like that. But like, it would be like them showing me Sumit working, Like, I cannot even believe it. I want to keep this as on my phone and I want to put it as my screensaver because the idea that Benny actually has a skill besides flipping bitches upside down and dancing and kicking in the air while doing flips. Like, listen, let me tell you, those are skills, but those are skills that you need to use on so you think you can dance or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, not an Ethiopia girl. Like, I need you to come to the US and get you on Broadway or where then you start making some money for them dance moves. But I'm also like, does he even know choreography? Do you even know choreography, bro? Would you be able to even be in movies and stuff? Like, who knows? But anyways, him got himself a job in Kenya. Him got himself a job. So also Ari is wearing some jewelry that I require in my life. Like, I need this Kenyan jewelry, okay? I don't want the little danglies to be silver though. They need to be gold. And they don't have to be real gold. They just can't be that metallic color, the light metallic color. But look at this. You guys, look at, okay, you can't see it. Did I get another picture? I did. Look at that. I want it. It's beautiful. She looks great. I mean, it really just does like open up her outfit, makes her look like, I just love it. I've never seen anything like it. It's a choker with dangly bits. I love it. I love it. Okay. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say about it is that I really like it. So she decides that she's not going to go to Ethiopia. Ari is scared. Benny wants her to go because he wants her support. He wants that little bit of extra edge that the lawyer says that they need. But she's like, nah, I'm not gonna. At this point, I'm gonna let go and let God. I did what I was supposed to do when I was supposed to do it. And you messed it up. So I am anxious out of my mind to go back to Ethiopia and deal with all of your friends and all of your family and Mimi. I'm just embarrassed down to the core. And so like if the visa don't work out, then it wasn't meant to be, but I'm not going to embarrass myself back in Ethiopia in order to ensure that it happens. She's like, I really want it to happen. I'm nervous about it not happening. I love you. However, what works for me and mine is to not go to Ethiopia with you. And I thought this was simultaneously effing crazy and unsupportive. And at the same time, I'm just like, if really her whole modus operandi is that she's fed up with Benny and she's no longer going to put her baby on a plane, figure out traveling and lodging in Ethiopia, like she doesn't want to do the stress of it simply because she's done all she can do, and now it's up to Benny to take it that extra mile. I support her. But if she just can't go due to anxiety, I'm a little judgy about it. Now, here's the truth. I have anxiety. In fact, I've been living with anxiety for most of my life and had no idea. I went on medication for anxiety because like sometimes it was really bad in like 2004. It was hard for me to go to work because I was literally worried that everybody was talking about me on my 2 days off, and then I would get back to like silence and awkward stares because everybody was talking about me. Like I have such bad anxiety at work that there'll be times where I'm like, is this person sabotaging me? Like, are they trying to make me look bad? And I will have that narrative in my head for an entire week. So as somebody who is a sufferer of anxiety, because I don't have the luxury of having someone else pay my bills, i.e. my parents, because I have to sing for my supper, my anxiety cannot stop me from doing things. And I don't know where Ari lies, and I know that everybody lands in a different place with their anxiety. But like, only the privileged people who do not have to sing for their supper can allow anxiety to take over their life to where they just can't do stuff. This has been I mean, listen, I have a lot of friends who are anxious, and most of them are on medication, and they're still anxious. That's why I stopped taking my Lexapro, because I was still anxious and I was taking medication. Everyone I know who's taking medication is still fucking anxious. Even if they do other things on top of the Lexapro, if they do marijuana, or if they do what's that, Xanax. I take a Xanax when it gets really bad in the moment, not for like days. And so I'm having a hard time empathizing with her. I choose to believe the narrative of like I choose to believe that her real reason for not going to Ethiopia is being like, you put us in this fucking situation, you get us out of it. So you fill out your own paperwork, you stress about travel and lodging and interviews, you do that on your own because you were a big boy and you brought a studio into my home. So now you're going to have to handle this. If that is the reason, I'm in full support of her. But if the reason is I'm just having really bad anxiety, then I'm like, no, girl. It's because you don't have to sing for your supper and your parents pay for everything and you don't know what it's like to just be without an option and to not have your parents be somebody that you can lean back on, which is fine. That's your journey. That's your story. But that's the reason why your anxiety is stopping you from doing things. Okay. Jasmine says, interestingly enough, the only therapist who helped me with most of my conscious parenting coaching. She's helped me reparent myself and get to the root of where my anxiety stems from. Yeah, I mean, I've had people have to talk me back. Like, I'm like, hey, guess what is running through my head on a loop right now? And then they'll be like, okay, blah, 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 blah. I literally, with one of my coworkers, she's like, I see where you're coming from, but I don't think you're being rational. And I said, oh no, I know I'm not being rational. I know that. Like my higher thought pattern knows that I'm not being rational, but the current thread through my brain won't let me sleep. So I'll catch you when this is over. And literally a month later, she's like, "Are you still feeling that way?" And I was like, "No." And I absolutely feel crazy, but I want to thank you for taking me through this moment. She's like, "No." She's like, I see where it stemmed, but like you were thinking it was on another level." And I was like, "Oh yeah, it was." I knew I was wrong. I knew I was wrong, but I couldn't stop the thoughts. And that's what it is. Anywho, so he feels unsupported and he thinks that she's overreacting. I choose to believe that she's a boss bitch and she's just like, "Listen, you got to do this on your own. Okay, I'm not going to be your mama forever." And it looks like via the tell-all that he did do it on his own, and he is in the U.S. So good for him. He got his visa. She says she really can't see a future with him without a visa. She loves him, but Godspeed. And she isn't going to stress. She says she loves him. She wants it for him, but like, he's gonna have to do it. And then he's there with his long goodbye to Avi. And I said, if you wanted to be with Avi the way you claim you wanted to be with Avi, then you would do right by his mother. A word. And that's on what? Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay. Next couple that we are going to talk about is these two fools. Kenny and Armando. Oh, I took so many pictures, you guys. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Okay. I'm just going to pick out two pictures. Okay. First thing is Kenny with his kids having a good time before the wedding. Kenny decided that him and Armando shouldn't see each other the day of. So Armando takes Hannah and he goes to a little cute little spot. And then Kenny is, I guess, in a hotel with his kids and they're cheersing and what's not, and crying. And then we see Hannah because Armando walked into his suite with this big tool, TULE tool, like powder puff thing. And he was like, "This is your dress, Hannah." And at first we didn't know. Okay. I was like, maybe that's just the petticoat. But then we see Hannah, and I keep wanting to talk about her like she's a grown woman, but she's not a grown woman. So I won't be like, yes. But this is the back of Hannah's dress. Okay, this was Hannah's wedding too. This was a celebration for Hannah as well, okay? Okay, look at her. Ain't she the cutest flower girl you've ever seen in your entire life? Look at her. Look at this dress. Her quinceañera is going to be popping, mama. Popping. I want there to be like an MTV Sweet 16 or something because I need to see this quinceañera. I need to see this quinceañera. Okay, she is in like a blush pink. Okay, it is like a full wedding dress. It is so beautiful. Oh, okay. The next person I want to show you is Armando's mom because she looks fierce AF. Okay, wait, look at it. Okay, Armando's mom. Killing it in the game, mama. Mamita. Hi, mommy. And Armando's dad. Okay, by the way, let's look at mine. Okay. No. Wait, is it here? No? Is it here? Oh, look at her. I mean, they showed up and showed out. Was I crying? No, I wasn't crying. You were crying. Oh my God. There's really nothing to say. It was just a good ass time. There were fireworks, there were tears, there were bomb ass dresses. There was 3 costume changes, okay? There were lights. Did I say there were fireworks? I mean, if you're gonna do it, do it. Oh, it was beautiful. I can't find any other. I mean, I have a lot of pictures. Don't believe I can't. He wasn't nervous about the kiss. He wasn't nervous about the dance. Well, he was after Kenny pinched his butt. And but his father was like, "I've never been to a gay wedding, but this was perfect." Armando Sr. was crying. There was some tears. Seen him saying, so beautiful. It was so beautiful. They exchanged vows in Espanol y Inglés. And it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was so amazing. And then there was fireworks. He didn't get his sunset wedding, well, kind of. And then there was fireworks for Armando. And Hannah looked so good. Okay, let me go to Hannah's Instagram. Did they post pictures of the oh, I don't have Wi-Fi right now because I'm doing it on this one, you guys. It was so good. It was so good. Okay, let's get to Christy Nick says, as a single person and a loser in the game of love. Ah, hello. Welcome to the club. I usually come away laughing as many of the couples are in such a hot minute, but this week I actually felt a stab of jealousy. It happens to the best of us at the worst time. Oh, happens to the best of us at the worst time. And as Ramsterdam says, it's human. That's where we at. Quasi says, I feel you. Being asked to marry seems to give the impression that you are something, but some people settle. Whew, that's what I've heard. I love how Armando's mom put her head on her chest, so full of love when they kissed. It was an amazing wedding. It was. It really was an amazing wedding. It really, really was. She is always so clean. Love how Papa keeps her hair tight. Listen, because some of these daddies have their children, their daughters running around messing the streets. However, we are in the current times, and I think that there is a lot more access for dads to get their daughter's hair right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no excuse. After the year 2000, there was no excuse. Well, okay, Instagram, I started on YouTube in 2008. I'm going to say that YouTube blew up in 2010. Any dad who had a daughter after the year 2010 with messed up hair should be arrested for neglect, because there are too many resources out here for dads to look up and to know, for them to run around with their kid looking crazy, especially their girls. Anyways, okay, let's move on to the next couple. I fast forward through Evelyn and Corey's wedding, but it looked fun. There was a lot of different food. It looked like there was a lot of different types of music and entertainment. It looked nice. So wishing them the best. Okay, now let's get to our last two fools. Let's talk about these fools. Oh my God. If there's one picture that I want to show you, it's this picture. And let me tell you that I didn't mean to catch this picture, but it was Providence. It was meant to be. I caught a picture of Steven jumping over the dog with all those cat cages. This is Steven. This is Steven before the jump. He rounded up a bunch of cat carriers because it's their wedding day. And he wanted to do something special for Alina. So he decides to go around the neighborhood and gather all of her friends. Her fine, four-legged, furry, feline friends. And he's searching the streets. And he's like, where's Cat Cow? Okay, where's Mr. Pickles? I don't see them anywhere. But in order to get there, he had to jump over this dog that was in his way. So he like literally leaps over this dog. It's a live photo. Okay, wait. Here it is. Oh, I'm so glad I get to do this. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's do it again. Meanwhile, Alina's really happy. Okay, she's really happy. She's getting her hair and makeup done for the wedding. And the first thing that we hear from Steven is people spend months preparing for their wedding, and we're doing it in a few days. So, that's crazy, but we love each other. And that's what people do. They love each other. We know they want to be with each other. It's crazy because normally people take so many times to do this, and I'm not doing it. And it's like crazy because you're supposed to take several months to plan your wedding, but we're not going to do it because we're crazy. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Yes, it does. So he's gathering the cat, the fine four-legged, furry, feline friends. He's looking for Mr. Cuddle. He's looking for Cat Cow. He can't find them. And so he's really like feeling like this is going to be bad, So he goes to plan B, and plan B is to climb in trees and look for them in the tree. And actually it works. He climbs in a tree, catches one or two of the cats. He sees another cat, but that cat is not invited. And it would be inappropriate to invite a cat that isn't friends with Alina. Only the cat friends are invited to the wedding. And so then they get there. He's got his suit on, and it's hot in that car. Woo, it's hot. It's hot. So he gets out of the car, and the wedding planner helps him, and they get to the venue, and the guy at the gate is like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Oh, there are guests to this wedding." And he's like, "No animals here." And so Steven's like, "What?" And in his confessionals, he's like, "I don't understand why there was a miscommunication at the gate. I already told the planner that we needed the cats. Well, it doesn't matter. They wouldn't let us in with the cats." I'm like, "Oh, Steven, you still feel some kind of way?" So the wedding planner immediately says, "Oh, let me speak to your manager." And I love doing that. When someone is just like being like, that is my favorite thing to do. Listen, as somebody who works retail, I never ask for a manager unless I know what the person is doing is ridiculous, because they aren't able to really think about what they're losing. And especially after I worked in commission sales. So people would be like, "Oh, can you give me a little discount?" And I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "Oh, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, no." But my customers who are buying like 5 items, I'll give you 10% off. Like, makes you feel good. It's not that much out of my commission. It's fine. Let's go. So I know when a person is being irrational, or when they're just following the rules, but they're also not thinking through what I'm asking. So I went to a gift shop in Missouri. I was at a museum, and I hadn't even left the store. The lady was ringing me up. I paid for it. She handed me my receipt. I looked at my receipt, and I noticed that 2 of the items that I purchased were juniors. They weren't adult size. I hadn't even walked away from the counter, and I looked up to her and I said, "These were juniors?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh no, I didn't want juniors." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, there's no returns." And I was like, "Oh, I don't want to return it. Let me just exchange it for an adult size. They're the same price." And she's like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, let me speak to your manager." And she was like, "Okay." And I was like, the manager turned around, and I was like, "Hey, I literally have not even walked away from the counter. I noticed that I bought juniors." And she's like, "There's no returns." And I was like, I don't want to return. I just want to exchange it. The adult sizes are the same." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Yeah." And I was like, "Great." And I was like, "Great," because I'm putting stop payment on my purchase as soon as I exit this building. I'm going to say that the card was fraud, and you're not going to make the $75 you would have made. Like, I have options, so don't be ridiculous. Like, all I'm asking is to get the right size that I meant to get. I don't want to return. I just want an exchange. And I know you don't exchange, but I literally have not walked from in front of you. It would be a difference is if I left for 2 hours and then I came back, or I left for 30 minutes and then I came back. I did not even leave. I looked at my receipt and I said, oh no, I didn't mean to purchase this. I'm sorry, can we exchange? And you tell me no? That doesn't make any sense. Because I will walk out of here and stop payment. And then you won't get anything. So you want it or not? Anyways, so to tell you that story, she spoke to the manager and the manager said, we're going to hold the cats. And the manager's like, well, what are they going to do? Are you going to leave them here? And she's like, no, we're not going to leave. We didn't bring cats here in a carrier for us to just leave them and let them roam free. They're guests. And then Steven says that cats are people too. And then this is where you and I are going to fight, because there's going to be one person who's going to leave a comment about how cats are people. And I'm going to do what I do. You do what you do, and I'm going to do what I do. And then I think to myself, like, what if somebody said dogs are people too? I still don't agree with that statement. I still don't agree with that statement. There are children starving in Alabama right now, but Sarah McLachlan will sing a song about cats and y'all go running. Okay? I don't think they're the same. But you think what you think, and I think what I think. Do I think they should be tortured and treated poorly? Absolutely not. But I don't think they're the same. Okay. So they let the cats in, which was only fair. Like, it doesn't make any sense that the cats couldn't be there, especially if they were going to be like in the crate, or even like dogs. Like, I can see them not wanting dogs to be there because they don't want like poop on their lawn. And if you needed to keep your dog in its crate as well, it makes sense. Like, nobody wants to clean up poop after your animal. Okay, great. Anyways, so Alina's really nervous about the wedding. She's on her way there. He hooks it up to where all the family can be there to watch the wedding. His family's there, her family's there, friends are there. And then the people that are actually there are the housekeeper, the two who own the apartment complex, the receptionist of the apartment complex, and the guy who owns the cafe down the street. So they not only got cats as friends, they also have human people as friends who are there supporting their love. And he sees Alina in her Princess Bride / Turkish rehearsal dinner dress, and he's like, she's so beautiful. And the truth is, she is really beautiful. She looks great. She's giving me very much like, it's giving, 16th, no, even earlier than that. It's giving me medieval bride. It really is giving me a strong medieval bride. And it almost felt like he was not wearing the same kind of outfit as her. And I know they didn't talk about it, but it just really felt like, Steven did not understand the assignment girl, because she's over there looking like beautiful, and he's there looking like himself. Look at how great she looks. And then they got a cute shot of them with like the sunset behind them. And I said, I hope the photographer was taking photos of this. And if not, I can send them this screenshot because it looks great. So that is the end of their segment. They get married, and I really didn't think they were. I did not think they were going to get married. I didn't think they were going to get married. My cat thought she was a person. Oh yeah. Cats do. I don't like cats like around me, but like I will watch people interact with their cats on like TikTok and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, this cat, but so do dogs. Like, dogs full on will be like, what are you eating? What are you eating? And how come I'm not eating it as well? Dogs do the same thing. Webster said, if I tell my cat she's a person, she will scratch me. Cats are cats. Advice to the entire room: treat and advise yourself as you would your best friend. Oh my gosh. I don't want to offend any cat lovers out there, but that's just my opinion. And please don't take this as me thinking that we should like round up all the stray cats and do something crazy to them. Like, no, I don't care. I don't care one way about it. Okay. That's it, you guys. That is the end of my recap. I hope that it was clear and concise for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you guys have a fantastic evening. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I will see you guys maybe Tuesday to talk about the family Chantel, but we never know. Okay, it's me we're talking about. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to be working a lot, so I might come back and just get a glass of wine and go to sleep. But I appreciate you guys and all your support. And I hope that you guys have a fantastic week. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share on any social media platform that you deem fit. And have a fantastic week. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. What time did I start this? Oh, no, I didn't talk about Corey and Evelyn, girl, because I do not care.